Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Karl Darlow transfer details, and Unai Emery's response regarding Youri Tielemans' transfer. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Karl Darlow transfer details. Manchester United have officially completed the signing of veteran goalkeeper Karl Darlow. The 35-year-old Welshman joins the Red Devils on a free transfer following the expiry of his contract with Leeds United. Darlow has penned a 2-year deal that will keep him at Old Trafford until June 2028, with the option of a further year. Darlow's decision to make the move to Manchester United was driven by the offer of a better wage structure compared to what he was earning at his previous club. Whilst at Leeds he picked up around £30,000 a week, meaning his salary is likely higher at Man United. The arrival of the experienced keeper is intended to provide cover and competition for Manchester United's current first-choice goalkeeper, Youri Tielemans. This move comes after Andre Onana returned to Trabzonspor following the end of his loan spell. Darlow's arrival also gives the final green light for Altay Bayındır to look for a new club where he can be guaranteed regular first-team football. Darlow expressed his pride at joining a club as big as Man United. He stated that he is ready to push the rest of the United goalkeeping group to maintain the highest standards demanded by the club. Darlow is part of Manchester United's active recruitment drive in this summer transfer window to strengthen squad depth ahead of the start of the new season. Unai Emery on Youri Tielemans' move to Manchester United. After the deal to bring Ederson from Atalanta suddenly fell through at the medical stage, the Red Devils management immediately turned their attention to Aston Villa's star midfielder, Youri Tielemans. Without any drawn-out negotiation drama, Manchester United directly triggered the player's £35 million release clause. This swift move under the leadership of sporting director Jason Wilcox successfully secured the signature of the 29-year-old midfielder on a long-term 5-year contract until June 2031. In his official statement, Wilcox emphasized that the Belgian midfielder is the perfect profile of player to support the club's long-term development under Michael Carrick. According to Wilcox, Tielemans has proven his ability as one of the most outstanding and consistent midfielders in the Premier League over the last 7 years. He assessed that the 29-year-old player not only possesses brilliant technical quality but also brings great ambition and a winning mentality that is deeply needed to thrive and achieve success at Old Trafford. Specifically, he highlighted 3 main attributes brought by the midfielder, namely composure, creativity, and leadership. Wilcox is optimistic that Tielemans will become a central figure in Manchester United's grand mission to compete once again at the highest level and challenge for prestigious trophies. Behind this lightning-fast agreement, Manchester United demonstrated a significant shift in their financial policy. The Red Devils management is now applying a far more measured and performance-based wage structure in order to avoid past mistakes that frequently burden the club's finances with astronomical contracts. Youri Tielemans reportedly agreed to a basic salary package in the region of £150,000 to £180,000 per week. This figure is seen as a very fair middle ground for both parties. For United, this amount places Tielemans in the category of an established senior player while still maintaining the harmony of the club's internal wage structure. Meanwhile, for Tielemans, the 5-year contract provides ideal financial stability and long-term career security at his peak age of 29. Interestingly, this contract is also filled with modern incentives if Tielemans is able to achieve certain performance targets. These include the number of appearances, goal or assist contributions, up to successfully bringing the Red Devils back into the Champions League positions. His total weekly earnings are projected to rise until they reach the figure of $200,000. With a transfer fee of only £35 million thanks to the release clause, combined with a wage burden that is highly proportional to his quality, this move is regarded as one of the smartest and most efficient pieces of business conducted by United under their new management leadership. Tielemans joined United on the back of a brilliant performance last season with Aston Villa, where he successfully delivered the Europa League trophy. However, he must immediately focus on the new season after Belgium's run in the World Cup was ended by Spain in the quarter-final stage. For Youri Tielemans, stepping into Manchester United is not merely an ordinary transfer, but rather the fulfillment of a childhood dream. He admitted that he found it difficult to describe how proud he felt to be part of a club so large and so special. This historic moment in his career is viewed as the pinnacle of the relentless dedication he has poured in since the very first day he fell in love with the beauty of football. Meanwhile, Aston Villa manager Unai Emery expressed his resignation after losing Youri Tielemans from the squad. Internally and tactically, Tielemans' departure is a heavy blow that disrupts Emery's plans. In truth, Emery dearly wished to keep Tielemans as he intended to build a long-term midfield foundation to navigate the Premier League and Champions League competitions. Although Emery regarded Tielemans as one of the most crucial players, especially after the midfielder successfully helped Villa win the Europa League, he was completely powerless to stop the transfer. In the end, Emery parted ways with Tielemans with the utmost respect. He also expressed his gratitude for his great contribution and wished the best for the continuation of Tielemans' career at Manchester United. For Manchester United themselves, the arrival of this experienced midfielder immediately triggered a high wave of optimism amongst the loyal supporters packing Old Trafford. The presence of Tielemans is expected to provide a new dimension to Michael Carrick's tactical schemes, particularly in terms of maintaining ball possession and dictating the tempo of the game from the middle of the pitch. With a profile that is already thoroughly proven in the Premier League, he is predicted not to need a long time to adapt before fitting directly into the team's strategy. This signing not only adds immediate depth to the squad, but also shows a change in the club's culture, which now prioritizes a hunger for trophies and tactical suitability over merely having a big name. Under Carrick's guidance, the Red Devils' midfield now possesses a new stability and creativity that is ready to be tested from the very first week of the competition. Manchester United continue to progress Manu Kone transfer. Progressive steps continue to be demonstrated by the Manchester United management in strengthening their squad composition to face increasingly competitive tournaments. Although the Red Devils management has successfully secured the services of 2 new midfielders during this current transfer window, it is certain that their player recruitment activities will not stop just yet. The club's recruitment team, operating actively under the direct guidance of their manager, Michael Carrick, is now reported to have established Manu Kone as the top priority target at the very apex of their shopping list to enhance the depth and quality of their midfield. The pressing urgency to bring in a high-quality new midfielder became even more apparent following bad news from the international stage concerning one of their midfielders. Manuel Ugarte reportedly suffered a severe ACL injury while fighting for the Uruguay national team in a prestigious World Cup tournament. This serious injury, which requires a very long recovery period, has forced the Red Devils management to take immediate, responsive action in the transfer market to anticipate a major void in a crucial area. This state of emergency ultimately prompted the Manchester United management to immediately accelerate all of their summer transfer activities to secure the French midfielder's signature as quickly as possible. Following a highly captivating and impressive performance throughout the World Cup with the France national team, the outstanding displays of the Roma midfielder instantly caught the significant attention of the talent scouting team based at Old Trafford. This intense interest simultaneously marks the next strategic step in the manager's comprehensive, long-term squad rebuilding plan. On the other hand, a green light appears to be flashing from Italy after the Roma head coach openly provided official confirmation regarding his star player's future in the transfer market. The coach stated that the opportunity to release the talented midfielder to the Manchester United camp is now wide open for any party willing to meet their requirements. This open statement certainly brings fresh air and a massive morale boost to the Red Devils, who are working hard to speed up their internal negotiation processes. The primary reason behind the Italian capital club's readiness to part with one of their precious assets is the urgent need to balance the club's internal financial books. Roma is currently required to immediately tidy up their financial accounts in order to comply with the strict financial fair play regulations implemented by the highest football governing body. Therefore, selling a high-value player like Manu Kone has become one of the most realistic solutions that the management of the Capital Wolves must pursue. To realize the player's move, the Roma management has reportedly set an official asking price that is quite high, standing in the region of £51 million. Previously, the Roma camp was reported to have flatly rejected an initial offer of £42 million submitted by an interested club because it was considered to be well below their internal valuation. The high price tag set at present is deemed highly accurate in reflecting the true value of a player who has just proven his world-class quality on the grandest stage. Despite the opportunity being wide open, the path that the Red Devils must tread will certainly not be easy due to the high level of competition in the transfer market. The player's official representatives are reported to have engaged in quite intensive communication with several other giant English clubs who are also interested in acquiring his services. One of the toughest competitors ready to thwart Manchester United's ambitions in the pursuit of the highly talented French midfielder's signature is their own eternal rivals, namely Liverpool. When viewed from the perspective of tactics and match strategy, Manu Kone is the type of modern midfielder that is highly dreamed of and needed by Michael Carrick's system. The French national is known for his extraordinary ability to carry the ball forward as well as an impressive capacity to break through the opponent's tight defensive lines. It is these superior attributes that are expected to bring a new fluidity whilst providing a very significant additional strength to the Red Devils' midfield structure next season. Michael Carrick himself places immense trust that the arrival of Manu Kone will be able to alter the overall dynamics of the team's play on the pitch. The legendary former midfielder believes that Kone's presence will make the short passing style adopted by Manchester United much more fluid, dynamic, and direct. This transformation towards a more aggressive and effective style of play is expected to restore the club's glory at the top of both domestic competitions and the European arena. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.